Good evening. My name is Chevara Orrin. I am a wife, a mother, and a small business owner, actually of a downtown business where we have an inclusive policy against discrimination, and we also have all gender restroom signs. And to date, since we took over that business last March, we have had 0 incidents in our restrooms. 3.5 years ago, I relocated to Jacksonville. The week I arrived, it was in this very chamber that I received my first glimpse of the fear, hatred, intolerance, and bigotry that permeates still to this day in our beloved community. It was in this very chamber that I felt the pain of a people desperate for equality, not unlike those who had gone before fighting for suffrage and civil rights. It was in this very chamber that I witnessed the heart and soul of a community deeply divided. My response was to found and co-create We Are Straight Allies, connecting with others who hold shared belief that we are all equal, that we all deserve basic human dignity, and that we all deserve to be free. I stand before you tonight, weary, almost in disbelief that in 2016 we are even discussing whether or not certain members of our community, those whom we love, mothers, fathers, grandparents, children, faith leaders, educators, physicians, and so many more, should be allowed the right to be free from discrimination. I stand here tonight proud to be a member of the Jacksonville Coalition for Equality. As we move closer towards the vote that will determine not just the fate of a people disenfranchised, but the legacy of our community, I intimately understand what Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. meant when he said that human progress is neither automatic nor inevitable. Every step toward the goal of justice requires sacrifice, suffering, and struggle, the tireless exertions and passionate concern of dedicated individuals. I stand here tonight in support of Resolution 2016-002, expanding protection for those in the LGBT community. A few weeks ago, I visited the National Civil Rights Museum in Memphis, Tennessee, and I walked those hallowed halls in the footsteps of my father, Reverend James Bevel, who strategized many of the pivotal movements of the Civil Rights Museum. As I read text, watched video, and surrounded by images of our past, I was deeply troubled that here we are more than 50 years later, still fighting for the same basic human rights. I ask that each of you remember our history as you make your decision, a history that would have denied me the right to be born in our America, as I am the daughter of a white Jewish mother and a black father, a history that would have denied several of you the right to sit in those seats in this very chamber, and a history teetering on the edge of regression if we do not pass this ordinance. The idea that the majority can legitimize the right of minority is fundamentally flawed. I implore you to vote in support of extending protections to our LGBT community. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sharon Sweet, Jake Moore.